This is Representative Rick Larson. I'm here in the T&I hearing room with Administrator Criswell of the Federal Emergency Management Agency, and this is the Take 5 with T&I. So I'm going to ask you 5 questions. I might mix them up a little bit for you, just kind of keep you on your toes, but tell me why you're in this hearing room other than being dragged in front of Congress to testify. But what's going on with FEMA right now?
You know, I think where we're at today, Representative Larson, is we are at such a pivotal point in the role that FEMA plays, especially as what we're seeing with climate change and the increase in the severity, the frequency of the disasters and the severe weather events, as well as the long-term recoveries that those are creating. And so right now, it's so important for us to be able to really look at what we're doing to be prepared ahead of these types of events and help communities become more resilient. Yeah, we're going to hear a little bit about that. And I'm sure you're going to hear from individual members about their own communities, including mine. I'll take an opportunity to ask a question about a local issue, but we know the mitigation dollars and resilience investment dollars end up saving money on the back end when there is a disaster. Can you talk a little bit about the importance of resilience investment? Absolutely. Mitigation saves. I mean, just plain and simple. And we have to spend more money and more time in investing in these mitigation projects, because mitigation, for every dollar that we invest, it saves $6 in the recovery costs. And so what we want to be able to do is reach out to all of our communities to help them understand the types of mitigation projects that are available to them, but really focusing on those areas that we already know have the greatest risk, but also maybe the fewest resources, so we can help direct them and provide technical assistance to help them create projects that are going to create more resiliency within their communities. Okay, are you ready for 5 questions? I am. Take the big Take 5. Why is it important to fund the Disaster Relief Fund? Well, the Disaster Relief Fund is our tool that helps support all of our responses and recoveries from these severe weather events. It gives me the ability to bring in every federal partner needed to save lives and to do life-sustaining activities like mass care, but also those long-term recovery pieces and rebuilding the infrastructure, but also then investing in resilience to make these communities stronger after these events. Yeah, that's great. So what should people take away from the National Emergency Preparedness Month? That's right now. So September is National Preparedness Month, and while we want to focus on preparedness year-round, get your T-shirts online. That's right. At FEMA. I'm kidding. At ready.gov. At ready.gov. There are T-shirts for National Preparedness? No T-shirts, but you can go to ready.gov and learn more about what you can do. And I think, you know, as we talked, our risks are changing, and it's important for people to know what their risk is, where they live. And we see people moving all the time, and they may be in an area that experiences something they've never experienced before. And so you can go to ready.gov and you can get information about the risk in the place that you live, or what you can do to help make sure you're prepared for when one of these events strikes. Couple more. What makes you optimistic about the future? I think that we are in such a great place with the role of the emergency manager. And I have been really passionate about helping people understand the skill set that your emergency managers bring, not just at the federal level, but more importantly, our state and local level, and how they are solving really tough problems that we're facing, and excited for the work that they are going to continue to do to help their communities become more resilient. I've asked you way more than 5 questions. I have one more. That's okay. What's the last book or the current book you're reading? Can't be work related. Oh, I'm actually reading a book about the Panama Canal, as I'm going to go on a cruise through the Panama Canal later this year, and I wanted to understand the history of how it was created. David McCullough's book? Yep. Yeah, great. I hope there's water in the Panama Canal. I do too. Climate change is causing problems in the Panama Canal with water. It is. Yeah, well. As well as the Mississippi. As well as the Mississippi, yeah. Well, thanks so much for your time. Appreciate it. Look forward to the hearing. Thanks a lot. That's Take 5 with T&I with Rick Larson. Thanks a lot. Bye.